Back to playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Today's video will be Sora Perse and his Pfeiffer archetype deck. I would have started earlier, but I had I was waiting on something, but didn't show. So a little bit late to the party. But I'm going to be streaming just a few games tonight anyway. So I get up in the morning. So it's just going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! And try to finish up Assassin's Creed, hopefully. Then afterwards, I'll continue with some more Red Dead Redemption. So we'll quickly go over Sora's cards here, which very interesting. As I like Sora as a character. It was pretty intimidating. It was like I don't know. After a certain amount of episodes, you start to get a hint that, okay, is this guy there was something up with him, obviously, but it's crazy how his character is like a light switch. I mean, as soon as, spoiler alert, by the way, as soon as he took on Jay for the first time, like he went psycho fast. It's like he was hiding that pretty well. Then after the third season, when it's reaching towards the end, or at least halfway point, he turned on a dime again to be one of the good guys. I mean, it wasn't like a change that was progressing. It was just like, okay, he understands he was doing bad now. Okay, light switch. It's like the Martha moment in the BVS. It's like, oh, your mother's name is the same thing as my name? Oh, I guess we're friends now. That kind of quick. His deck is pretty good. Like, he utilizes fusions to his fullest. I mean, almost to the extent as Jaden Yugi. So let's go over his cards. First, Pfeiffer Wolf. Requires Edge Imp, Sabres, and one or more Falafel monsters. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of fusion materials used for his fusion summon. Pfeiffer Tiger. Requires Edge, Imp, and Sabres again, and a Falafel monster. When this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards in the graveyard up to the number of fusion materials used for its fusion summon. Destroy them. All Pfeiffer monsters you control gain 300 attack for each Falafel monster and Pfeiffer monster you control. For one Pfeiffer Tiger. Pfeiffer Sheep. This card battles, your opponent cannot attack. Over again. This card battles. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. This card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card is in your possession, it is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard. You can special summon this card, and if you do, it gains 800 attack. You only use this effect once. Pfeiffer is sabre-tooth. As one Pfeiffer fusion monster and one or more Falafel and or Edge Imp monsters. Oh, by the way, when he starts summoning these fusion monsters, man, they were so creepy. Like Chucky doll creepy monster cards, pretty much. When this card is fusion summoned, you can target one Pfeiffer monster in your graveyard, special summon. All Pfeiffer monsters you control gain 400 attack. This card was fusion summoned using 3 or more fusion materials. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Pfeiffer Leo. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. Only use this effect of Frightful Leo once per turn. Or can I attack your opponent directly during the turn you activate this? Frightful Chimera. Has 3 Frightful monsters. If this card battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. And this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. You can special summon that monster to your field, but its attack is halved. Use this effect of Frightful Chimera once per turn. Card gains 300 attack for each monster you control that is owned by your opponent. Last, Frightful Bear. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can equip that monster to this card as an equipped spell card with this effect. Equipped monster gains 1000 attack. Fluffle Rings. Card is in your graveyard. You can go Toy Vendor. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Fluffle monster in your graveyard, banish it. 2, draw one card. Then you can send one Toy Vendor you control to the graveyard, and if you do, draw one card. Fluffle Sheep. Control a Fluffle monster, except Fluffle Sheep. You can special summon this card from your hand. And return one other Fluffle monster you control to the hand. Summon one Edge Imp monster from your hand or graveyard. Fluffle Rabbit. This card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon. You can target one Edge Imp Sabres, or one Fluffle monster in your graveyard, except Fluffle Rabbit. Add it to your hand. Fluffle Owl. This card is normal or special summon from the hand. Add one polymerization from your deck to your hand. A 500 life points. Fusion summon one Frightful Fusion monster. Monsters from your side of the field as fusion material. Mouse. During your main phase, you can special summon 2 copies of Fluffle Mouse from your deck. It can only be used once while this card is monsters from Frightful Monsters. Frightful Leo. When this card declares an attack, it gains 500 attack until the end of the damage step. Battle phase. Fluffle Dog. This card is normal or a special summon from the hand. Add one Edge Imp Sabres or one Fluffle monster from your deck to your hand. Fluffle Cat. Card is sent to the graveyard as fusion material for a fusion summon. Target one polymerization card in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Fluffle Bear. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Set one Toy Vendor. And trap card zone. Contribute this card, then target one polymerization in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Edge Imp Tomahawk. One Edge Imp monster from your hand to the graveyard to play 800. And one Edge Imp monster from your deck to the graveyard. Tomahawk. Card's name. Edge Imp Saw. When this card is normal summon, you can send one Fluffle monster from your hand to the graveyard, draw 2 cards, then place 1 card from your hand or either the top of your or bottom of your deck. And it only uses this effect once per turn. Edge Imp Sabres. This card is in your graveyard. You can place 1 card from your hand on top of the deck. Also summon this card in the Edge Imp Frightfuloid. Target one Frightful Fusion monster you control or in the graveyard. This card's attack and defense each become the original attack and defense of that monster until the end of the and Edge Imp Chain. This card declares an attack. You can add one Edge Imp Chain from your deck to your hand. Card is sent graveyard. You can add one rifle card from your deck. A punch in a box. When your opponent monster declares an attack while they control two or more monsters, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, send other monster they control to the ground. Targeted monster loses attack equal to higher. Reserve, reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck. Add one of the fusion monsters listed on that card from your deck to your hand. Add one polymerization from your deck. Frightful March. When a spell or a trap card or monster effect is activated that targets a frightful monster you control, hit the activation, and if you do, with that card, then you can target a frightful Frightful Crane. A face-up flawful monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect. Sent to the graveyard. Target one of those destroyed monsters. Add it to your hand. And if you do, draw one card. Designer Frightfur. Target one Edge Imp or Fluffle monster in your graveyard. You're supposed to summon it, and if you do, it can be treated as a Frightful monster for Toy Vendor. Once per turn, you can discard one card, draw one card, and reveal it. And if it's a Fluffle monster, you can special a monster from your hand. Otherwise, discard the card you drew. Or sent to the graveyard, you can add one Fluffle monster. Pure Rebirth. Target one Fluffle or Frightful monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are polymerization. Fusion Substitute. This card's name is always treated as polymerization. Summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. You banish this card from your graveyard, then target one fusion monster on one card. H, fusion recovery. 8. Frightful Fusion. Fusion summon one Frightful Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on field or graveyard. Like defusing, but then there's Frightful Factory. Banish one polymerization card or fusion spell card from your graveyard except the wave motion. One Frightful Fusion monster or your side of the field that has fusion. Press into the graveyard, you can target one of the mass Frightful Fusion, add it to your hand. Play Vander Mora. Okay, we went over Sora's cards. Now let's see how they play. Water. When I go over the decks and I use certain words multiple times, it really gets you tongue-tied and your mouth all dry. Viper, Viper, Viper. Ooh, long day, man. Can't wait. I wanted to see if I was hoping this past Wednesday I was able to get this do one video of this for the character profile, but it's like I wasn't really, or to be honest, like I was hoping I would be, but I couldn't. So I had to settle in waiting on Friday. I'm still enjoying the Ghost of Tsushima. I got that on my channel right now, so y'all can check that out. I got so many videos. I mean, like coming up on the anniversary when I started the channel. I want to do like a big stream, like just not like a relentless stream, but just a consistent stream for the week, or at least as much as I can. Maybe take some time off a little bit afterwards, but just like a bundle of a bunch of stuff. Stuff that I've been putting off for a little while, taking a break on, like, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I'm going to get back to that. Some dang, what's that? Oh, that fighting game. Dang it. Killer Instinct. Jesus Christ. Okay, normal song. Fusion Summon! I don't know why. I kind of liked it when Sora clasps his hands together when he screams, "I Fusion Summon!" More fusion must bring an extra deck using monsters you can control as fusion materials. I don't believe I got that. Fusion versus fusion. I'm really gonna go ham on Ghost of Tsushima. Hopefully, I get Assassin's Creed done so I can make room for the Avengers game that's coming on. What's the first week of? I haven't even played the beta, so it's spoiler free. But I'm hearing Kamala Khan is pretty good. I'm gonna need toy vendor. Alright. Alright, again. I do believe by the time December rolls around, I'll be getting ready to play some Batman Arkham City. I should be finished with Arkham Asylum by then. And one other flopper muscle you can try. Oh, this better work. Oh, a good hand. Alright, one more time. Yeah. You know, the Sacred Noble Knight archetype deck that I did a couple of months back, that was pretty fun. And check that out on the YouTube channel. I had a good time using that archetype. Really wish there was more support cards for it, but it's still pretty good. There we go. Fight against Kid at least once. I might use Sora's deck again because I'm not sure how soon it will be, but I will be doing like a long videos. Probably gonna be some point in September, more than likely, but I'll be doing like a long video for like all the main Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists, main rivals, main best friends, main female friends, and like a video probably around the villains. But I want to, make some room for other stuff I already have. Make room to do some villain decks again. Really have that much room. Thing is, I don't know if I would classify Sora as like a villain or best friend. I think he falls in the best friend category. Yeah, I gotta say, like, it's like a good runner-up fusion deck right behind Jaden. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll do one more match and see how I do against Shay's Raid Raptor deck. Might lose on this one, but I just want to give it a try. It was a rough beginning, but yeah, Shay has no play. See, the drawback with Exceeds monsters, you actually need just available monsters on the field to actually do some damage, and Exceeds summon together with the same levels. The fusion, there's a criteria, but it's, well, it's slightly easier depending on the materials you need for the fusion summon. Like with Rifle or Elemental Heroes, it's easier to summon the fusion material monsters because I need just a couple of things, and the deck is packed with them. If you build a deck right, packed with them enough where it's easier to fusion summon as much as you want. But with Exceeds, you don't need that much criteria. The only thing is you have to have the same level of monsters, and you need to try to get them on the field as well, just to make the Exceed summon work. So there's always a little trade-off. A few extra stuff with fusion, but it doesn't. Back in the day when I was growing up, it was imperative that you have polymerization because that was the only fusion card available. And fusion monsters wasn't that big a priority back in the day. It was a rare thing to actually acquire a fusion monster and have the materials and the polymerization card to use it. But this is Yu-Gi-Oh! In its heyday. I rarely use defusion. It never works right for me when I want to bring back two monsters that I use to summon it. Ooh, I forgot. One. Oh, okay. I thought he was about to exceed summon at that moment. I didn't want to waste my trap card for that. Rifle Chimera. Just in case he has a face down card. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing Sora's deck back. Probably in the best friend video. So I'm going to try to take a picture of the card so I remember what I had before. But stay tuned. I'll be playing some Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Hopefully, wrapping it up tonight, and maybe I can. I don't know. That started kind of late. I don't know if I'll have time for Red Dead Redemption, so I'm gonna try to finish up Black Flag, and then I'll be back tomorrow for probably some 360 games. But I will see you all pretty soon. So